So yeah, I wanted to get on here. Let me turn this TV down a little bit for copyright purposes. So I wanted to get on here and tell you guys about my day. I went to the Nelson Mandela Squares Mall this around 3, and because I wanted to get my hair braided because tomorrow is my actual birthday. So I wanted to, be done on my birthday. I didn't want to be in the actual beauty salon on my birthday. But so I went there and I went to talk to the hair braiders. Didn't really like the vibe of the hair braiders. Hold on. One thing I'm gonna say is they do not play when it comes to getting off of work. When it's like an hour or two before they're getting off, you can feel the irritation with them. They forget their customer service. I've seen it with multiple people, like, going to their businesses here. So before you go, look up the hours of operation, because she was like, you got to come back tomorrow. So I'm gonna get up as early as I can. I'm starting to actually adjust to the jet lag. My body is getting a little bit sleepy right now. It is almost 6 o'clock right now, and this is actually the time for everyone that it gets dark at 6 o'clock here. So when it starts to get dark, that's when I start to get sleepy. But I'm starting to adjust. Last night was the actual wedding. It was so beautiful. It was fun. It was the most I ever danced. I've never danced like that in my life. Like, I danced pretty much the whole night. I had to stop taking tequila shots because I was just like, oh, I'm a little dizzy. But I had a great time. The wedding was so beautiful. Everyone was beautiful. The vibe was beautiful. Everything was just awesome. But I didn't get in till about 3 a.m. their time, over here. And I actually wasn't sleepy. I was still ready to go. But then when 10 a.m. got here, I was like, I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep from like 10 to 2. And I was like, you know what, let's go to this mall, because I was looking on TikTok to find out what braid shop I can go to. And they're like, oh, you can get braids done for $40. I'm like, oh shoot, I can get braids. I'm going. So I went to where they said it's actually okay, But man, when I tell you, this trip has taught me so many things. That's different. That's a different taste. That's pretty good. But this trip has taught me so much. Like, it's funny how we have things in America. We pay a lot for things in America, and I see why. I didn't realize how much your cell phone will be affected. Debit cards will be affected. If you have money on Cash App, like, you better get it off because you can't use it here. Like, the app don't even work. Like, I have money on Cash App that I can't even get off. That I can't use. Transportation. The modes of transportation here is either shuttle from your hotel or Uber. Ubers are very inexpensive. They're about $3 each ride. And the longest ride I took was about 28 minutes, and that was like $8. So it's good on that. I would suggest, if you do Uber, you do it as a group. Do it in the daytime. It's just a lot has happened so far. It's just crazy. And then you have to learn the rands per US dollar. So there's a certain app you can download. It's called Currency Converter. I'm tired. I feel it. It's hitting me now. It's called Currency Converter. And you type in whatever they say they want. And yeah. Like, I went to the mall and I was so upset because I wasn't able to exchange money and I wasn't able to get my hair done today. So I was like, okay, I wasted $3. And honestly, $3 is not a lot of money, but when it's the time, it's the walking, it's the not really knowing where you're going type of thing. But I can say, no matter all the things that's going on here, I've had so much help from the actual hotel. Like, the hotel workers have helped me in so many ways. Like, when I first got here, hold on. When I first got here, I don't know, I've stayed in hotels many a time, so I know that you're supposed to pay pay with a debit card or a credit card when you come to a hotel. I know this, right? But in my group chat with the bridesmaids, they were like, no, bring all cash. So I took all my money off of my cards, all the money that I wanted to use on my cards. And I'm like, I'm only using this amount of money while I'm here, because the bride was like, yeah, girl, it's so cheap. All you need is 200 USD. That's it. Which is true, because I think for the last 4 days, I may have spent about $50 USD dollars on food. And these are like real meals, like full course meals. Now, so many things happened in regards to the bridesmaids to where I'm the only bridesmaid at this actual hotel. The other bridesmaids are scattered all over the city because most of them are South African anyway. So they wanted to save money and stay with family. So yeah, I've been in my room mostly because, for one thing, they're scattered out, and then I would have to Uber to them, and it's just too much. And just to get into the Uber, it's a little sketchy, no lie. So tomorrow for my birthday, I'm gonna try to find a lounge or a nice restaurant that I can go and get dressed and go in the daytime, because I really don't trust the nighttime here. Like, as soon as it gets 6 o'clock, I'm like, I'm not leaving my hotel room. I'll go to the happy hour or to the bar and, order late dinner or something like that. But actually leaving out of the hotel, I won't do that. And I want to experience the nightlife, but like I said, everybody's everywhere. So this is a trip. I'm so grateful I made this trip. I'm definitely doing it again. I don't know when, but when I do this again, I know exactly where I'm gonna stay. I might try another Marriott, but honestly, I had so much help from these people, so it doesn't make sense. Did I tell y'all about the hotel part? So when I first got here, back to the debit card situation. When I first got here, I had only USD. And so the whatever the people that be at the front, she was like, no, we don't take USD. We can convert it for you, but it's going to be a fee, and it's going to be a very high fee because it's a hotel. So then she says, what we can do is you can go and convert your money and then pay tomorrow. So I'm like, bet, I'll just go. Come on, short ribs. I thought you'd be a little bit more tender. But I was like, okay, bet I'll go and convert tomorrow. Tomorrow came. Oh my God, this is good. But tomorrow came, and basically I went with the bridesmaids and we were gone all day. I was not able to convert my money. They are open from, some places are open 8:30 to 5. And for those first 2 days, so for those first 2 days, I was so busy getting prepared for the wedding, hair, all that good stuff, that I wasn't able to convert my money. So what ended up happening was I gave them $200. They put it in a safe to hold for me. And I told them, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry. I haven't been able to go. They was a little bit frustrated because they was already being lenient because I already stayed there 2 days. 2 days. In a nice room. Food. I'm talking about food. Come to your room. Complimentary breakfast, which is like crazy on the options that you get. So they were a little bit frustrated. Okay, so that goes by. So I told them, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go in the morning no matter what. I'm going in the morning. And they said, okay, we will give that to you, right? They give me the $200, still wasn't able to go. They gave me my $200 back. But this is day 3. Still wasn't able to go. Okay? And here we go. I get back because we had practice and it was really late. And I told the manager, I'm like, look, this is what's going on. So I said, you know what? Since y'all held 200, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all 400 USD. 400 was basic. So my room was $360 some dollars. So I was like, look, hold 400 for me, and I will go in the morning. So that morning, they arranged for the shuttle to take me to the bank, and the driver was so helpful to the point that he only was supposed to drop me off. He literally parked the van, like parked it, walked with me, and took me all the way to the exchange currency place. It basically was a Western Union there. Now, he was like, I'm gonna be back at 10:15 to pick you up. He was there at 10:15. He was there at 10:17 to pick me up. So, the shuttles are free to drop you and pick you wherever you want to go. So, by this being a city, it has the malls, restaurants, like less than 10 minutes away. This is the best hotel to stay in, because why would you go anywhere else when you have everything here? But the only thing that I'm a little bit sad about is the fact that I'm not going to be able to go on any safaris while I'm here. But I know for sure when I come back, I'm going to arrange all of that. So today, the other driver, he was helpful too. I called an Uber to get my hair braided, try to get my hair braided. Everything was closed. Now, this is the dilemma. I have Verizon. Now, I told Verizon that I was going to be out here for 2 weeks and I need to use my phone. And they're like, we got the travel pass, all this good stuff. So I'm like, okay, I should be good. I can only dial out to the U.S. Like, I can only dial out to, like, you know, U.S. numbers. Like, I can't dial the hotel number from my phone. I can't, you know, it's like anything here I can't dial out, which sucks because I'm here. So here I am trying to connect to the Wi-Fi of the mall, which is free, which is good. But at the same time, you have to watch yourself in those malls because they will snatch your bag. They will snatch your phone. If you have a phone, I promise you, you don't want to get that taken, because if they snatch your phone and run, you don't have no protection. Like, you gonna be chasing somebody for your phone? So I was told twice while I was here to hide my phone, because one time I was waiting for my Uber and I was holding my hand like this with my phone, trying to see where he was, and the guy that works at the gas station was like, ma'am, don't hold your phone like that. Put it away, because somebody will come by and snatch your phone. Every time I drive, I have yet to see a police officer. So that's probably why things like that happen. Now, there is security in the mall. So, I mean, they can try to stop what they can, but what if they're not in the area where you at when you get mugged, you know? So, just know when you come here, this is a beautiful, beautiful city. I don't know if it's a city or what, but hey, it is beautiful. But the people here, they don't make that much money. They make enough to where, they survive. You have a lot of kids that standing at the light asking for money. It's a lot. But other than that, it's beautiful. So we were riding, and I asked the driver, I was like, hey, how much are the apartments here? And he said for a 1-bedroom apartment, it's like $100 a month. Now, mind you, these $100 apartments are like apartments that we pay $1,000 for. That right there took me for a loop, because I'm like, what? A 4-bedroom condo that's high rise, or apartments with balconies, or 420 USD. Like, that is insane to me. Like, that's insane. I'm thirsty, but that do not taste like cranberry juice. Okay. But yeah, so far everything has been okay. You definitely download the currency converter, because yeah, you'll learn real quick. Like, they'll be like 950 rands, and I'm like, damn, 950 sounds like a lot, but it's really not in USD. But still, it's like, dang, it'll catch you off guard. Like, when I went into the corner store to get a pack of gum, and it says $16.99, and I'm like, ain't no way, like, no way. But my overall experience has been a little bit stressful, but at the same time, I am so happy that I experienced this, because I would have never known how life was over here, and how you can actually transform your life by moving here. Honestly, I'm not telling everybody to move here, but man, there are so many opportunities for growth here. People want to work here. Like, you really have people who want to go to work. Like the driver was telling me that they have workers who walk like 2-3 miles just to go to work. Like, they really want to work here. They have to work. So if you bring jobs here, beautiful. Like the nail shop that I went into, it was called Karai. They had a barber shop mixed with a beauty shop, nails, massage, waxing, all in one building. And it was like the size of it wasn't that big. It was a nice place, but it wasn't huge like what you would think for all the services that they offered. It wasn't that big, but all the workers had on uniforms. When they brought you your drink, they brought it on a platter. Like, it was so professionally done. I was just like, wow. Like, I paid, so I can't remember, so I think it was 1750 rands. I got my nails done, I got my feet pedicure, I got my eyebrows waxed, I got my chin waxed. They took off my nails, they added this rhinestones to my toes. I did a lot of things, and they only charged me about $80 when in the US I pay close to 70-75 just for my toes, and about 50 to 70 for my nails, and then another 30 to wax my face. So I mean, it was worth it, and it was good service, and I got wine and I got water, you know, for free. So, and the women were professional. So this is a place that you should definitely visit, but you need to be prepared when you visit, because it can get stressful real quick. Not having your cell phone out here is like you lost for real. For real. Like, you have to have your cell phone and you have to have Wi-Fi. So when you at the airport, and I saw this, but I didn't think nothing of it because I had the travel pass with Verizon. When you're at the airport, just go ahead and get your SIM card and pay. That way, when you leave out of your hotel, you can pop in that SIM card and you can still use your phone. Because if you don't have a phone, like, you're lost for real. And like, I was trying to load money into my Uber app, but because they be robbing and stuff, I didn't want to pull out my debit card in front of everybody. So I tried to go in the restroom, like the Wi-Fi, everything just cut off when you're in the restroom. I was just like, dang. Like, it's kind of like you living good, but you still gotta be on the edge. Like, you have to be alert while you're out here. But you will have a good time. You will. Once you change your money, you have your phone situation, you won't want for nothing, because you can Google everything. You can, you know, pay for whatever you need with no problems. A lot of them speak English very well, so you won't have a problem with this, you know, the language. But yo, this is how my trip is going so far. It is getting dark. I am getting sleepy. I think I'm gonna sleep really good tonight. But yeah, this is what's going on in South Africa right now. And I know half of my face is you know, shown, but I'm tired, but I just didn't feel like sitting at the table. I'm like so tired. I just want something soft to sit on and eat my dinner. So